Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Catherine Lorimer's Guide to Life. Do you know what? I've been so ahead with my podcast. I completely forget how much music I usually let that run for. And I think that was Louis a little bit further than normal. Yeah, I've got a cold. I've had the flu this month, and I've got a cold. And I think it's because I haven't had as much fresh air, and also I've not had as much fruit and vegetables, and I've been doing far too much. So it's my own fault. But hey ho, yeah, I think I need to stop now. Ow, that was me banging my elbow on the printer, and relax, and try and get myself better again. So on this week's podcast, a bit fitting because my Mr. Bumble and I reached our year point. We've been dating for a year. I know. Who knew? A week on Bumble, and here we'd be. Yeah, that's all it takes, guys. Just a week, you know. So I just thought, right, we've done loads and loads of stuff, but I thought it'd be quite nice to do a podcast, 50 things to do with your partner at Christmas. Because we've done some of these things, and we're going to do some of these things, and some of these things might be nice to do at some point. So here goes, and I've been really prepared, actually. Not only have I sort of written out this podcast, I've actually done a few for January and February. I've planned them all out. It's quite scary, really. I'm going to record them all this weekend, hopefully for the next 2 months, with the exception of the monthly news rant. Anyway, here we go. 1, go and see a pantomime. We did that. We went to see, it wasn't really a pantomime, it was Peter Pan. Never read or seen Peter Pan before. I know, where have I been? Hiding under a rock, probably. But really enjoyed it. It's great. The boy who didn't grow up. But there's a message in there, actually, that sometimes as adults we get a little bit too serious and we try and grow up. We grow up too quickly. My mum's always saying to me, when are you going to settle down? That's why I got married. And look how well that ended up. So, your mother isn't always right. So, do we need to always grow up? Why? Who says? I'm challenging that whole concept of growing up. Yeah, sometimes you need to be a bit mature, but it's women who tend to be a little bit more serious, isn't it? Maybe that's why it only took me a week to find a guy on Bumble, because I'm not that like that. I don't know. I still want to go out and have fun. Like today, I'm planning. I haven't told Jane yet because she's borrowing her Larry the Fell pony. And I'm riding Merlin the Fell pony. And I was going to, because did you see on social media, I did my reading for Marie Curie. I put a little of the voiceover on there and read it out for you guys so you could hear a little bit of it. And I also did Santa Run with Pippa. Well, I thought, right, it'd be quite cool to dress up as Santa. Okay, I'm not sure if the hat will actually go on over my riding hat, but we'll give it a go. And ride past the school. Lunchtime, right? I haven't told Jane yet. She'll be horrified when she sees me, but it's okay because where we are, I get changed in a different part, so she can't see what I'm doing. So I'll let you know how that went down. So go and see a pantomime. 2, go and see a Christmas light switch on somewhere. Did we do that? We did actually. Yeah, we went and did that. Have an evening drinking mulled wine. Well, we did a little bit of that. We went to a Christmas market and we had some mulled wine and it was really, really nice. Have port and cheese night with some special Christmas cheeses. Well, we've done that on a few occasions, actually. Anyone who's seen my brie and truffle post, it was absolutely gorgeous. It was really, really nice. Although Blue Stilton is probably my favourite still, with a nice glass of port. You can't beat that, can you? Cuddle up. In front of an open fire or log burner somewhere. Okay, we haven't got that. We haven't done that yet. That's on the list of things I quite like to do this year. Dressed up in your Christmas finery, go to a Christmas party. We did that. We've done that. We went off and we danced the night away and it was great. Arrange a meet up with friends you don't see very often. God, I haven't done that one. No, that's been a bit rubbish, hasn't it? Although I have caught up with a few people working where I am now. I quite often see various people. And the other day it was like, I'm sure that's my friend's brother. And it turns out it was. So that was good to catch up with him. Go to a Christmas carol service. Well, I did that. And Mr. Bumble came with me. It was absolutely brilliant. And go to a Christmas market. Drink Bailey's hot chocolate. Oh, Bailey's hot chocolate. I haven't done that yet. Well, I'm supposed to be going out tonight, but I think I probably won't bother. And I think maybe I've got a bit of Bailey's that it's been open for 2 years. Should be okay, shouldn't it, guys? Got alcohol in it. Yeah. Oh, I'll shove it in some hot chocolate and that'll be fine. I'll do that tonight. Spend the day Christmas shopping. Okay, right. That's not my idea of something to do. I hate shopping, but anyway, do you know what? Some people might like that. Decorate the tree together. We did that at my mum's house. Yep. We did that, so that's good. Go ice skating. When was the last time I went ice skating? I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure it ended that well. Have a go at decorating a gingerbread house together. I didn't come up with all these ideas, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Do some Christmas baking. That's quite romantic, isn't it? Quite nice. Cook a nice roast meal in December in preparation for the big day. I did that, actually. And he's quite good, actually, Mr. Bumble. He likes helping out, although I'm better. Did I let him help out with that one? Probably not, no. Make some personalised Christmas cards to send to your friends. I made one for Mr. Bumble. I painted it and everything. It's great. And he said he's going to dig some stuff out and make one for me. Have a go at making a Christmas wreath. Watch Christmas movies. We're doing that one, actually, to be fair. We're getting through that one. There's loads of Christmas movies out there. Netflix are full of them. Muppet Christmas Carol. That's not on Netflix, but I've got it on DVD. That's a must every year. Christmas Family Stone or Family Stone Christmas, something like that. That's quite good. Obviously, we've done The Holiday, and I think we've still got Love Actually to do. Wrap presents together. Obviously, you can't do that if you're wrapping your own presents that you bought for each other, because that's not going to work, is it? Have a hot chocolate sampling session, or you could also, you get those little things that you can kind of dip in hot chocolate and melt them in. Yeah, you could do that. That'd be good. Have an indoor Christmas picnic. There's an idea. That's quite a good date idea, actually, as well, because you're nice and warm and cuddly. You don't have to go out. Sing Christmas songs. Right, that's on the list of things to do. And I've penciled in a date for that because he plays the piano rather well. So yeah, he's like, can you just play that and hand it to him? And he does. It's great. Yeah, so that should be good. That's penciled in. Write each other a Christmas love letter. I haven't done that one, no. I'm trying to move away from written communication, more verbal. I'm getting much better with that, so that's quite good. Do a Christmas social media photo shoot. Yeah. Well, you can do that. Is that a bit cheesy? Should we be sharing as much on social media? I've been sharing less recently, you might have noticed. A lot less. Yeah. I don't feel the need to go, hey, look at my life, isn't it wonderful? I just don't feel the need to kind of share it anymore, which might disappoint some people. But there it is. It's really great. And maybe I'll do it in my podcast, say what I'm doing. I'm doing all these things, but I haven't shared pictures of it all on social media because I just don't feel the need anymore. Which is great. It's a good place to be in. I don't need validation. I don't need the attention. I'm not interested. I'm just quite happy. Kiss under the mistletoe. Might have done that. I'm not telling you. That would be telling, wouldn't it? Go Christmas tree shopping. Is that still a thing? Do people do that? I've bought an artificial one. I was quite pleased. It was £20 in Morrison's and £10 off with your Morrison's Club card, which I happen to have. Yeah, so my £10 Christmas tree, that's the picture of it. So you can actually buy things. They don't have to be that expensive to look really nice. Just show some nice ornaments on and there you go. But if you want to go Christmas tree shopping for a real Christmas tree, if that's your thing, then do it. I'm kind of like, I'm divided with that one last year because this year rather, I like real Christmas trees. It's something that I've always done, but actually, should we be chopping down trees just so we can celebrate Christmas? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. And I'm thinking maybe it might be better for the planet if we have artificial trees. So I'm kind of mixed on that one. But there is nothing nicer than coming into a house where it smells of real pine. I've got like a little one outside in the pot, I suppose. I could always bring that in, but I can't be bothered to do. The option's there, I suppose, to have the smelly tree in the house. Do a Christmas sleigh ride. Can you do that in the UK? I'm sure you can somewhere. I quite fancy doing that one year, trip to kind of like Lapland or something on a Christmas trip. We're doing the husky sled thing. That's on my list of things I have to do before I die, definitely. Go on a Christmas light tour on foot in your local area. Ooh, now. Okay, I might, right, okay, yeah, I'm thinking, right, okay, I've got an idea of when we can do that one in his area. My area as well. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. Yeah, thinking that one through. That's quite a good idea. Volunteer for something. Well, I volunteered for Marie Curie this year. So I did that. That was really good fun. Well, no, really good fun. Did I really say it was really good fun? Yeah. Volunteering is not necessarily good fun. It's something you probably should do at least once, but it's not necessarily good fun. Lots of strong, opinionated women, but obviously having horses, I'm kind of used to that. Wrap up warm and go stargazing. That's quite nice. You can do that where I am because there's no light pollution really. Live on the top of a hill. It's great. It's a bit remote, but I love it here. More often than not, that it's blue sky and the sun is shining and it's great. If it snows, have a snowball fight. Love doing that. I remember Christmases past, we've had snowball fights with neighbours over the fences and it's been brilliant. Go skiing if you ski, if that's your thing. We've got that on our list of things you want to do as well. And my friend apparently is skiing at the moment. Hope she's having a good time. Build a snowman, which you can't do. You need some snow for these sort of things, don't you, obviously, guys? But go sledging as well. There's another one. I used to love doing that. Make your own advent calendars for each other. Or you could make one for your dog. I don't know if you've seen Good Boy Ollie. They're going through their advent. They're fantastic. She just did a Santa run with her dog, which I did with Piptastic, so that was quite good. I was like, I did that with Pippa. Although she made the mistake, she attached. I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you don't, you need to go and have a look at Good Boy Ollie. She put like a canny running thing on Ollie, who's quite fast, and she was struggling to keep up with him. Which is like, I'm like thinking, yeah, that's why I ran with a halty with Pippa, which you probably shouldn't do. But do you know what? She pulled me all the way around with that halty on, and it was difficult to stop her. I didn't run. Okay, I did not run. I just walked extremely fast. Okay, physio, if you listen to this, I didn't run. What else have we got here? People watch somewhere. That's really good fun, actually. If you're kind of like sitting, in a coffee shop and feeling Christmassy, Christmas coffee. I think I've got that on my list actually. But I have done that. I had a Christmas hot chocolate actually in Costa. I had a cherries chocolate orange one, and it was really nice, and it did taste of cherries chocolate orange. So you go and check that out. Do a hot chocolate. Maybe that comes under hot chocolate tasting somewhere, but that's another idea. Go and look around an exhibition. We did that. Did I put the pictures up? Probably not. No. We went to the Lowry. Quentin Blake has got all his cartoons and stuff. Because he did a lot of drawings for Roald Dahl. There's a fantastic picture that I took of Mr. Bumble next to the BFG. It's great. I love it. It's one of my favourite pictures ever. But I don't think I've shared that one now. I probably won't. Don't know. We'll see. Plan your holiday for next year. That's something that we should definitely do. Well, it's kind of like a bit rubbish, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. Actually, we could probably do that. It's quite difficult though at the moment, but go away for a few days on a romantic break. That might be on the list. Yeah. Who's telling? I'm not going to tell. Go carol singing. I haven't done that this year, but I'm not sure with my voice sounding as it is at the moment, that would necessarily be a good idea. Wear Christmas jumpers. Is that really a date thing? Isn't that kind of a bit, does anyone ever watch Ever Decreasing Circles with, there were two characters with Howard and Hilda, and they always looked happy all of the time. They probably weren't. And they always had matching clothes and matching jumpers. There's always that couple somewhere, isn't there? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Is that a thing? I'm not sure. I don't have a Christmas jumper. I don't have one. I proudly announced to Mr. Bumble that I don't have one. He's got loads of them. Christmas games night. Yeah, that'd be quite good, actually. And that's on the list of things that we definitely need to do. But it's trying to pack all these things in, isn't it? He's got loads of games and we haven't done them, haven't got them all out. But we probably need to do that over Christmas at some point. Do a jigsaw together. That's quite nice and kind of romantic-y. My friend Jane loves doing jigsaw. She's just sent me a picture. She did this really kind of big round one. She enjoyed doing that one. She was extremely proud when she'd finished it, hence the reason I got a picture of it. Go for a walk somewhere, followed by lunch and a nice cosy pub. That's maybe more of a January thing, but we're kind of moving into January after Christmas. And the thing about Christmas is we all kind of like, well, we're kind of torn on this one, aren't we? Because we do look forward to Christmas. But, there are lots of people out there who are kind of on their own over Christmas. And Christmas can be quite a lonely time. But not only that, it's, people can, sometimes the expectation is that you've got to have a fantastic time act because it's Christmas. Well, do you know what? You don't. It's one day. We've lost the meaning of Christmas. We're not really even sure where the concept came from. Yes, it's so we can celebrate the birth of baby Jesus, but we're not actually sure when he's born. I think we just stole that date from the pagan calendar festival, so you could get people to believe in something kind of quite religiously. Not that I'm saying it doesn't exist or anything. I'm just saying that people need something to believe in. They have to believe in it. Otherwise, if you lose your faith in things, you kind of lose your way a little bit. And people have to believe we have lost the meaning of Christmas. It's become a bit sort of commercialised, hasn't it? And it's all about, like people like, people like children send their parents, massive lists of really expensive things they want for Christmas. That's not what Christmas is about. Christmas is about, I think, as I said, and I don't think I've got a copy of the Marie Curie thing here, but I read an old-fashioned Christmas out. And old-fashioned Christmas is about spending time with your family and friends. That's what Christmas is about. Because you know what? You don't need that much stuff. Do you know what? Life should be pretty simple, okay? I live in a tiny house. Ooh, sorry, I'm just having a look at a photograph that I had of Merlin and it's gone a bit funny. I think it's because the plant was on it. Oh, never mind. Not to worry. I probably got that on my computer somewhere. Sorry, I detract. So life is kind of, it's about having small things. I live in a really small house. Yeah, I'm already looking to kind of declutter, thinking I've got too much stuff that I don't really know what to do with. What do I do with it? Do I use it all? And if I don't, I think I'm going to have a rule. If I haven't used it, then it's going out. And do you know what I'm going to do? After I finish this podcast, I'm going to go through my clothing. I'm going to chuck out any clothes that I haven't worn this year. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to declutter some clothes. And I'm going to start going through the house and think, right, okay, have I used that this year? So I've been in my little house over a year now. If I haven't used it, if I haven't unpacked the box it's in, I've got some ornaments I need unpacking, but I've got nowhere to put them. But that's another story. So I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. So where was I? I was ranting, wasn't I, about Christmas? It's completely lost track. This is how I managed to fill a half an hour. Okay, because my mind kind of goes off at a bit of a tangent, doesn't it? Have a bit of a kind of a ranty thing. So Christmas, it's not about getting, it's not about money. We're all about money at the moment, aren't we? Have you not noticed that? Everything, the best things cost lots of money. But do they? I mean, yeah, okay, if you want to buy something that lasts. I mean, I'm on my third microwave, so I bought 2 cheapy ones that haven't lasted. And now I've got my third one, Samsung, with a 2-year guarantee from Amazon. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, month 2, still working. So, there's a lesson there. It's about spending time with people and seeing things and doing things and having conversations with people. That's what Christmas is about. It's good if you can go to church and you can sing some carols because it kind of grounds you and you kind of think, actually, that's what this whole thing was about. It was about the idea that there was one person who was, here to save us. Because, if you have a look around at society, it's a little bit worrying at the moment. particularly the young guys, seem to have lost their way completely because they're being influenced by influencers with the likes of the Tate brothers, who probably fake. Are they actually real? You know, you actually need to look for inspiration for your lives, not from social media and Instagram, but you need to look from people around you who are inspirational people. You know, who is the person that you think, yeah, they inspire me to go out and do these things? Who is that person? And then go and do them. Go and see a Christmas movie at the cinema. We haven't done that one. I can't see us fitting that in, if I'm completely honest. Go and support a local theatre group. We've done that a few times, actually. We went to see a local dramatic society group, and not the Peter Pan one. It was something else. And the set was brilliant, and it was great. They were really, really good. So we support them, and that was thoroughly enjoyable. Sample your favourite Christmas sweet. Yeah, I've done that because I've got a cold. I went and I know that it's got palm oil. I can't even speak properly now. I know it's got palm oil in it, but I went and got some Maltesers, and I may. There's a distinct possibility, only because I had a sore throat, that I may have troughed a mint chocolate orange that I bought for someone as a gift. But I went out and I bought them another one, and I haven't. Mint wasn't their favourite one anyway. It was actually the orange one. So I got out and bought them an orange one, actually. So it's okay, I replaced it. But yeah, I did. And it's really nice, actually. So I have sampled my favourite Christmas sweets. Watch old Christmas hits on YouTube. Oh, I don't think I've done that yet. Maybe I'll put that down for this evening instead of going out. Make gift labels out of old Christmas cards, okay? And that is something that I tend to do. I've only got about 4 Christmas cards this year, but I don't really send any. So it's becoming a little bit old-fashioned, isn't it, to send Christmas cards now? But should we? We don't tend to do that, do we? I haven't gone through the list of people and gone, right, okay, I haven't seen you for ages, here's a Christmas card. And that was one of the readings that was in the cathedral that my friend Phil did. And it was all about looking at your Christmas card list and thinking, yeah, that person entered my life and had a real impact on my life for part of it, but I don't really see them anymore because that's life. It's your journey, and these things happen. But I actually want to reach out and say, hey, you know, I haven't forgotten about you, because that's important to do that. And that was interesting, though. Let out Mr. Bumble's secret. I put him in charge of taking photos of us all doing our readings. He forgot Phil on that one. He went off for a coffee and a mince pie, and then he came back. And I was like, "What's he doing back here?" And he's like, "Oh, I thought I'd just take some pictures of you, Phil." And he took a really good picture of her, actually, with a big bucket, which is actually it's a really good picture, and it kind of works really well. So we're not all doing the same sort of thing. And she didn't really want her picture taken anyway. And it was like, I'd forgotten to take Phil's picture. I was so listening to the reading. And this is because we'd had a conversation about, bear in mind, we do the same sort of readings every year. And I knew what was coming up because obviously I do the order of service. I redesigned it all. Had to change it from the amount of pages and squeeze it all onto 12, which was particularly challenging, and insert new photographs, etc. But it's fine, I did it. And so I knew what was coming up. And we'd had this conversation, Mr. Bumble and I, about Christmas cards, and he was like, should I be bothering sending them anymore? And then, of course, I thought, well, I'll see what he thinks after he's heard Phil's reading about. Actually, do you know what? I sit down each year, once a year, and I look at all these people that have touched my life in some way, and send them a Christmas card. And I've sent one this year. I don't agree with sending them to people that we know, but I did make Mr. Bumble one, okay? Because it's pretty special, isn't it, if you make someone a Christmas card? Yeah, painted him at Father Christmas. I should have put shades on, shouldn't I? Never mind, I'll do that next year. And so, you know, it's just like, it was just a bit of fun. Anyway, watch old Christmas hits on YouTube. I haven't done that. Make gift labels out of Christmas cards. That's where I'd got to, isn't it? And I must have known I was nearly at 50 and I needed to fill half an hour with this. So start making plans for next year. Well, we've already done that. I've had, it's 20, I bought a 2026 diary, okay, in October. And I've already got stuff in for next October that we're planning on doing. I'm interested in doing that. I bought tickets. Yeah, okay, I'll come to that. And he's already bought tickets for something he's doing with his friend in November. And I'm like, well, can you let me have that date? Because then I'll find something that I can do in November. But actually, do you know what? It's really, really good that we are in a relationship where we can both see a future in it. And we're thinking years ahead and looking forward to doing things together in the years ahead. Because quite often when you're kind of in a relationship, you feel maybe a little bit insecure. I know you do when you're younger, don't you? You feel really insecure. You're not really sure how it's going to go, what's going to happen. You're not really sure how that person feels about you. Maybe they make you feel insecure. And actually, do you know what? I would say it's maybe, I don't know, but for me, after a year of feeling like, well, to be honest with you, date one, we were kind of like halfway through the date going, yeah, I want to meet up again. We'd already decided that halfway through, which is pretty good. And, so to be kind of like, yeah, actually, we are going to be together. We're still going to be together in a few years. It's great because there's no pressure. And I think second time around, there's no pressure to have a family. He's already got children, and I don't have any. There's no pressure at all, and it's actually it's great. And we're, and all being well, because the only thing really that kind of like will keep us from going out and doing stuff is health. Which is where I'm kind of focus on, because he doesn't know this yet, but he spent a long time looking after his children on his own. And so somewhere along the way, he's not had somebody, and he's really good at that, and he's really caring, and he likes looking after people. But he hasn't particularly been maybe as good as he could have been in looking after himself, because we're not, because people aren't. They focus on lots of different things. So with that in mind, I've got sort of an idea for some podcasts for next year that I probably touched on before, but I'm going to go into a little bit more depth and stuff like that, because then I can send them over to him and say, actually, I've done this one, then you should probably have a listen to this. And it's going to be a little bit more about self-care, because we're heading into January. And for me, in January, I do a bit of a reset. I kind of do what have I done over the past 12 months? What's worked and what hasn't? A bit like, you kind of like you do a performance review at work, don't you? I do that on myself. Not everyone does this, I realise. But we should. Because if we want to continue to change and grow forwards, then we need to. So I'm going to do a little bit of a review on myself, and I'm going to do a podcast about it, about what I do and everything, my process and everything, because then I can make changes and I can make improvements, and it just makes sure that I keep with the current moment, and I kind of like make sure that I end up doing more of the things that I want to do, because we can sometimes find ourselves in a bit of a rut, don't we? And we end up doing things and we're not really sure why we do them. We're not enjoying them. They're causing us stress, and we'll stop doing it then. And I think in order for that to happen, you need to have that evaluation. Anyway, have a fantastic Christmas, everybody. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's the last one before Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Snow is falling all around us. It's not. It's actually bright sunshine, and it looks quite warm out there. Pippa wants to go and play ball. I've told her we have to go for a walk, which means that she will go and roll in fox poo. But I've got a plan. I'm now taking a cloth with me, and there's loads of puddles around. I actually washed her in a puddle yesterday. She wasn't happy. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Hang on, but let's have some Christmas cheer. Whee! Hang on. No, it's not really appropriate, is it? Yeah, there you go. Right, we'll end it there. Have a good one, everyone, and I'll catch you in the new year. Oh, hang on, I'm pressing the wrong button. Hang on, let's try that button. No, wrong button. That button. It's not happening at all. I've clearly pressed some sort of wrong button. There you go. That's it.